You're watching the MWHS Wildcat News, the official news source of Millard West, with Cole Filer and Madeline Augustine.
On this week's edition, we'll cover
the Jim Johnston Memorial Blood Drive,
the foreign exchange students,
Iron Cat,
baseball recap,
and the closing of B&G.
Welcome back, I'm Cole Filer.
And I'm Madeline Augustine. Last Friday, May 3rd, Millard West hosted the Jim Johnston Memorial Blood Drive with the help of the American Red Cross. Isabel Nielsen and Dev Mehta bring us this story.
On Friday, May 3rd, Millard West hosted the fourth blood drive of the year, the Jim Johnston Memorial Blood Drive. This blood drive is dedicated to Jim Johnston, a former staff member who was killed in a biking accident.
I'm Joel Johnston. I'm Jim's little brother.
And I'm Jed Johnston. I'm his next big brother.
Jim was a former science teacher and HOSA sponsor. He contributed to the school by starting the blood drives at Millard West.
Jim had an excitement for life. This blood drive he loved. I think he did the first time I ever gave blood was at one of these drives, and that's why I just loved coming back for that. But he was very high energy.
The Jim Johnston Memorial Blood Drive was the biggest blood drive of the year, and Millard West blood drives are fifth in the nation. His brothers are able to donate every year as his legacy continues.
Well, we're here, and it's just so cool if you look around and just see how many people there are. And I think Gene said that this is number 5 in the nation. Jim would have loved it. This is one of his favorite things, and yeah, it feels really good.
HOSA continues to hold this blood drive and raise their goal every year to keep his legacy going.
This is our Jim Johnston Memorial Blood Drive in honor of a prior staff member, and we're doing it continuing his name because he started the blood drives here at Millard West, and our goal is about 165 units. We try to schedule about 200 units, 200 donors, because some people will get deferred.
The Red Cross and HOSA Club encourage people to donate their blood to victims of natural disasters such as the Nebraska flooding.
And people should donate blood to help prepare for disasters that happen. We always get an influx of blood donors after any sort of natural disaster or any sort of man-made disaster that happens in the United States. But the thing is when those happen, it takes about 3 days for the blood to be processed through and ready for use. So blood needs to be on the shelves when that disaster happens. So people should donate blood now to prepare for when that disaster happens.
This blood drive was very important because this year they were down many units of blood that were needed for those affected by the Nebraska floods.
Especially this one, after the floods, they were down about 500 or more units, and each donator or donor can save 3 lives for their blood donation, and especially like helping local people around here is really important.
This has been Dev Mehta and Isabel Nelson with the MWHS Wildcat News.
Throughout their time in the U.S., the Millard West foreign exchange students have undergone a series of changes. Edison Geiler and I report.
I don't know, it was just emotional to like meet my host family and stuff because I've been talking with them for a long time, and it was nice to finally meet them. I was also kind of scared to meet them because I was afraid that they weren't gonna like me.
And then when I arrived like to my new home, I started like bawling. I was like, no, like I won't see my family for like a year. And I don't know, like it was super emotional.
Elena Garcia Romani and Helena Lund arrived to Omaha, Nebraska a little before the beginning of the school year to start their foreign exchange student experience in America. Throughout the school year, both girls have had a lot of fun experiences in Nebraska and around the United States, assimilating themselves to American culture.
With the exchange students, I went to New York, and that was like a dream. I loved that. Like, I think that's the best experience that I ever lived. Like, I love it. It was just like a movie, like being in the top of the Empire State Building. Just, I don't know, it was just, it felt amazing. Yeah.
Colorado, I just like the nature, and yeah, like the mountains and stuff like that. It's just really pretty, a really pretty place.
In addition to seeing what America and Nebraska have to offer, they've gotten involved in Millard West sports. The two girls namely play soccer, in which they are both on the JV team. However, these girls haven't done all this alone. Both have had host families to travel and experience America with. For Helena, she stayed with sophomore Braden Lehman during the year.
You know, a lot of people expect that it's just something crazy and different, and while she does bring a different part of like her culture to us, it's just like having another sister, and even though she's basically my stepsister, over the course of the school year, she actually becomes more of a sister to me.
Elena, however, had a different host family experience.
She's here through the Rotary organization, and I guess it's kind of tradition that she's here for the entire year. In the first half of the year, they're with one family, and then about halfway through, they switch to another family. And she was in my AP Spanish class, and just got to talking that she didn't have a family lined up for the second half of the year. So we kind of got to talking, and she kind of volunteered we volunteered our house, and kind of all just came together.
Over the course of the school year, Elena and Helena have come to like America, seeing it as a potential place they would want to live in the future.
I'm living here, it's a fact. I want to raise my kids here, the high school here, the spirit, how they grow, and I don't know, I love it.
After they leave, they will both be missed by host families and fellow students.
When she does have to leave, it is going to be very, very hard on everybody, and I know there's going to be a lot of tears because she's definitely become part of the family.
This has been Eddie Geiler and Cole Filer with the MWHS Wildcat News.
This year, 5 seniors have earned the coveted title of an Iron Cat. Tenley Wright and Kirsten Watkins give us this feature.
Starting in their freshman year of high school, 5 seniors decided that they wanted to continue staying active year-round by participating in at least 3 sports for their entire high school career.
My name is AYDEN LARSON. I did cross-country, swimming, and track all 4 years of high school.
My name is MERKLEY. I played football, I swam, and I ran track.
I'm Price Dornbier. I played football, I swam, I ran track, and I played baseball.
My name's Weston Deach, and for my freshman through junior year, I ran cross country and track and wrestled, and my senior year I did cross country and track, but I swam instead of wrestled.
My name is SHELBY BERGHOLZ, and I play golf. And I did basketball for my freshman, sophomore, and junior year, and track all 4 years.
These 5 seniors stand out from their class because of their commitment to their sports. Each of these students are earning an Iron Cat Award for their hard work in 11 seasons of sports at Millard West.
I planned on doing sports through all of high school. I knew I was into running, so I knew I was into running and wrestling all through my younger years, so I figured that I'd do it through high school as well.
My freshman year, I just planned on doing football and running track, but then I met Coach Stauffer in one of the gym classes I took, and I really liked him, and he said I should swim to stay in shape for track, so I did that, and I ended up liking it.
Even with their busy sports schedules, these seniors work hard in the classroom in order to reach their academic goals.
It's been hard, especially with AP classes and everything like that, but it's manageable. It definitely is, because you get done with sports around 6 or 6:30, then you go home, do your homework, get some good sleep, wake up and do it again.
To manage academics and sports, you just have to give up a couple things like Xbox, Netflix. You know, got to sacrifice your nights to do homework because you'll be doing sports after school.
By committing to all these different sports throughout their high school careers, these 5 seniors have learned a lot from their experiences.
Well, what I tell them when we get done is I hope at some point in time that there's a situation that comes up that maybe they can recall something that myself or the football staff has maybe taught them, you know, in terms of perseverance or being prepared for certain things. And
a lot of initiative, time commitment. It's helped me schedule my time a lot better, which has helped for jobs and things outside of sports like school.
I've met the best teammates, best coaches anybody could ever ask for.
It's been fun working with them. You know, they do everything that we ask as coaches, and I think they enjoy doing different things. I mean, that's kind of the one good thing about being a multi-sport person is it's good that they change things up, and it's been fun watching them work for 4 years.
This has been Kirsten Watkins and Tenley Wright with the MWHS Wildcat News.
The Millard West baseball team is currently number 2 in the state. Bree Treader recaps their district tournament.
On May 4th, the Millard West varsity baseball team punched their ticket to state, finishing runner-up at the A1 District Championship against the Kearney Bearcats. The Wildcats began their season going undefeated for 19 games straight, battling teams from all over the state.
So the first 19 games, we're doing the little things right, and
we picked each other up better, and we're just playing looser than the last half of the season.
At the end of their season, they had played a total of 28 games, walking away with 23 wins, and they are the only team in Class A that holds the most wins of this season. This year's varsity team consists of 23 players, with 13 of them being seniors. The seniors have played a key role in the success of this season this far, and will continue to lead the team into the state tournament.
Well, our seniors have been very important to us for 4 years. They've kind of just built a program, or helped build a program that just, if you're going to play Millard West, you're going to have to play your best to beat them, and a lot of those seniors have been the ones who've kind of laid that groundwork. They play together well, they get along well. There's some pretty good ball players that are going to play some college baseball. So the seniors of a whole just kind of, help keep bringing that tradition that, Millard West is one of the top baseball programs in the state.
With a slow end to their season and finishing runner-up at the district championship, the Wildcats have now returned to practice, regrouping as a team and learning from their mistakes.
Since we've lost some of our last games, people are doubting us and thinking we won't make as big of a run as we think we are, but they can think that, because when we come out, we're going to play stronger and we're going to be ready for state. Each game we play, we'll take it hard and act like it's our last game.
The Wildcats will begin the first round of their state tournament on May 11th against the Creighton Prep Junior Jays. This has been Brianna Treader with the MWHS Wildcat News.
B&G has been a staple of Omaha for the past 66 years. Sadly, the restaurant is gearing up to close down. ANNALISE Smalley and Macy Wall give us more details.
On April 22nd, fellow staff member ANNALISE Smalley and I went to a restaurant called B&G Tasty Foods. This restaurant has been open since 1953 before moving to its current location in 1973. Sadly, B&G Tasty Foods will be closing on Memorial Day, ending its 66-year tradition.
B&G Tasty Foods had multiple names, but always had the B&G before it, which stands for Ken Bliss and Gail Gainsworth.
B&G Tasty Foods is known for their fabulous homemade food, but they are especially known for their loose meat burgers called a BG.
So our loose meat sandwich is what we're famous for. It's like a sloppy joe, but it's not sloppy, not barbecuey. Cheese Frenchies, homemade chili.
B&G has had an impact not only on employees, but also on regular customers.
Because this is like my second family. It's like friends and family.
Since the restaurant is like a family to them, they are willing to sell many of their unique and original signs and decorations to their regular customers.
So that neon sign in there was 2000. The bikes, one of them was like 1400, and these are hand painted. I forget how much they are, but somewhere within that ballpark.
Annalise got a wonderful meal of cheeseburger, fries, and a shake.
I got a cheeseburger, french fries, and a strawberry milkshake. The cheeseburger was absolutely delicious. It had lettuce, onions, and ketchup on it, and the meat, you could tell, was real Angus Burgers meat, not like McDonald's where it's flat and soggy. The french fries, in my opinion, were a little bit soggy. They weren't as crispy as I would have liked. I love french fries, and I would like them to be a little more crispier, maybe bigger. They were skinny and just not that great. Macy got a meal of chicken, fries, and a shake.
And I got french fries and chicken strips and the chocolate shake. I'm kind of a french fry snob, but these were really good, and so were the chicken strips. There was a good ratio between the chicken and the breading. There was more chicken than there was breading, and they were really good, and the chocolate milkshake was really good. It wasn't too sweet or thick.
Even though this restaurant is closing, it'll always be remembered in people's hearts.
And think, this building will be remembered to me as one of the most perfect places to come to and have family here.
This has been ANNALISE Smalley and Macy Wall in the MWHS Wildcat News.
That's it for this week, Wildcats. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at MWHS Catalyst.
And for more stories, check out our website at millardwestcatalyst.com.
See you next time, Wildcats.